is up, you guys, and welcome to the Chosen League podcast, where Fire Sports content is the name of the game. I'm your host, Devin. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. Watch this episode all the way to the end because I don't want you guys missing out what I have in store for you today. So, as you guys know, Carmelo Anthony is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He has made it to the Hall of Fame. Well deserved. Congratulations to him. And man, he has come a long way, playing for Syracuse, then coming into the league, drafted by Denver. Uh, let's let's go into the man's history. We got to go into his resume. First round, third pick of the Denver Nuggets, made his NBA debut in October 29th of 2003. 10-time All-Star, 6-time All-NBA, 2003 and 4 All-Rookie. He's part of the NBA 75th anniversary team, 2012-13 scoring champ. Spent 8 years with Denver, 7 years with the Knicks, 2 years with Portland, 1 year with OKC, 1 year with the Lakers when he played with his great friend LeBron James. Spent 1 year with the Rockets, three-time gold medal, two-time bronze, and he's had 4 appearances in the Olympics. But before I even dive more into what's at play here, question for discussion. What are your thoughts on Carmelo Anthony being inducted into the Hall of Fame? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. And I put up a short video the other day, 2 days ago, when it first came out about Carmelo being a first ballot Hall of Famer. And I seen today on my short video somebody commented and said, why didn't the Denver Nuggets retire his jersey? And so I'm gonna get into that later on in this in this show. But I want to play a clip for you guys just to give y'all a reminder of who Carmelo is. Here we go.
Still nobody free. Anthony gets it. Anthony drives. Anthony double team. Fires up a shot and puts it in with 1 point.
The move that got him to the baseline. The hesitation that throws Mark Blunt. Watch this little hesitation.
One-on-one, he can read the defense. LeBron tries to
Right back up on top. Anthony crossover move, spins, turns, fires, hits.
And there you have it. We already know his play style. He's an ISO scorer. He's been a bucket. He's a bucket getter, scoring assassin because he's never passing. So, and we also have to look at not only we know his play style, he was a great scorer, but also the alter ego of Carmelo Anthony. Y'all know what it is. Hoodie Melo. Yo, in the summertime in the off season when Hoodie Melo came out and plus 2K gave him a hypothetical rating which was not 98. And I mean, man, I love Hoodie Melo. I don't know about y'all, but we gotta y'all better realize Hoodie Melo was a problem. He was a way more aggressive scorer as Hoodie Melo. So I mean that when he used to be on the court, it was like, hey, pass me the ball, get out the way. I'm scoring every time. Every time I touch the ball, I'm scoring. I don't care who's in front of me. Like I said, scoring assassin because I'm never passing. But also, there's a new thing that's going on with Carmelo Anthony. He's looking to own a franchise, and if you guys haven't heard, he's looking to own the Wizards franchise, and this is what he had to say about it. Anthony revealed that news during his 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast before delving into some well-thought plans, specifically regarding the fan experience. I want to buy the Wizards. I would be a great owner. Anthony began. Former player, former player. I understand players. I understand personnel. I understand being fatigued. I understand how to build teams. But I also understand what I don't understand. I know what I don't know. You also have to put people in those positions. President, GM, you put all the basketball acumen in those positions, and then you cover that with business model. And so now you create these levels. The business mind can never question the basketball mind, right? But it has to be a connection between the two. Now the equity comes in because now you got to create these experiences, fan experience. A lot of owners don't put that work into create fan experience. They hire somebody, go, tell me what to do. What's the in-game experience today? hey, let's put it on the screen. It's like let's get a halftime show. And then, so I would like to see that happen. We know one player, one former NBA player who was a owner, that was Michael Jordan. His time with Charlotte didn't really do well, but hey, you trial and error, you live and you learn. So I'm happy for Carmelo. I want to see him as an owner, and I do believe that he can relate to players. Look at JJ Redick. JJ Redick is a head coach for the Los Angeles Lakers, so he's able, even though he's been in the NBA, he knows the system, he knows how everything runs. As from a player's perspective, and coaching these guys, he's able to relate to the players. So with Carmelo, hey, why not go for it? Sky's the limit for him. So last but not least, I want to cover why why Carmelo Anthony didn't get his jersey retired, why the Denver Nuggets didn't retire his jersey. And there, like I said, there was somebody I put up a YouTube short video 2 days ago about it, about him being the first ballot Hall of Famer, and somebody came out and said, hot take, hey, why didn't they retire his jersey? So I'm here to answer that question. So why didn't they do it? So Carmelo Anthony himself, this is his response. Carmelo Anthony believes the Denver Nuggets had an ulterior motive when they gave number 15 to Nikola Jokic. During an appearance on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, presented by Wave Sports Plus Entertainment, Anthony called giving Jokic the same jersey number he wore in Denver a petty maneuver. It wasn't like, oh, we got numbers to choose from. It was like, here, you got 15. He continued saying, y'all put Jokic in the middle of that. He don't know what the F is going on. He could have worn it because he wanted to pay homage, but what I believe is they gave him 15 to try to erase what I did. And so these two were going back and forth last year. Carmelo was giving his stance on what he believes, and then Nikola Jokic responded to Carmelo. Denver Nuggets superstar center Nikola Jokic spoke Saturday on why he wears jersey number 15 after former Nuggets star Carmelo Anthony expressed his displeasure with it this week. While speaking to reporters, Jokic mentioned some of the previous teams which he wore number 15 before, saying, "I I think I've been wearing 15 my whole life." So there you have it. It wasn't really so much of they were trying to get at, you know, Carmelo Anthony. And plus Denver's never they've had players that come and gone and they never really retired their jerseys at all. So it's like, hey, we had great players come through here. So Denver is in a system of franchise where they don't do like other franchises like the Celtics, the Lakers, the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron got his jersey retired with Cleveland. And also Gilbert Arenas had this to say about it. He said, where would Carmelo get his jersey retired from? He's going to be one of those players. It's going to be him, Chris Paul. They're in this middle realm where they haven't played enough with one team to get their jersey retired. You would think Denver, right? So then you would think New York. So, this first ballot Hall of Famer can go without getting his jersey retired. That's effed up. Agent Zero claimed on his show, Gil's Arenas. So, yeah, when you look at it, if you look at it as a fan of Carmelo, it's kind of like, yeah, it's really messed up. He was here. He played so well with this team, and he should get his jersey retired. But when you look at it, it's like it doesn't really matter because they're like he's been hopping from team to team. So it's like what did you do to cement that legacy in that organization, in that franchise? But when you look at it from business side, look at it with LeBron James, for example. LeBron James got drafted to Cleveland, played for Cleveland, got them to the playoffs, all the individual accolades, and then later on went to Miami, won two championships, then came back to Cleveland and won the championship. So he's the kid from Akron. That's his home. So to them, that organization, they're going to retire jersey numbers of players that have been there, and or put a statue of what some sort. So it's a possibility that LeBron would get his jersey retired in Cleveland if they decide to do that. But it just depends on the organization. So there you have it. That's your answer to people who want to know why Carmelo's jersey didn't get retired in Denver. But anyways, that is all for today's episode. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. I'm Devin, and I'm signing off.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show.